I've had to rearrange my schedule this morning because I've just been told by staff at supported housing that Georgina wants to see me, who's part of the home treatment team and ATOS service. Well, I don't know what the name of the service is, because support worker, the social worker, has moved me on to this team, and I no longer have the social worker, or whatever you want to call it. So she's moaning about 2 messages I sent, and when she phoned me, she said there shouldn't be any problems at all whatsoever while you're taking medication. She said there shouldn't be problems at all, not a single problem. So I'm not very happy with the way the way things are being explained there. So they're saying when you were taking your medication, all problems stop, not just a couple of problems. The setup stop, the control force around you, and everything stops completely, including the loud bikes to erections, which the doctor, when I was living at Burnham-on-Sea, said is not connected to schizophrenia. He said everything else, he said, can be, when he looks at it in the way he has to look at it as a doctor. But he says when it comes to a loud bike issue, or people sneezing in your face, that's a physical thing that's happening. He says that's not connected to schizophrenia. That shouldn't be happening. He said that medication can help eliminate erections, but he didn't say that's caused by schizophrenia. I don't believe I even have that, but and nor do my family or anybody else. But they have to look at it that because of the threats I was experiencing when I was living up West Street in Bridgewater, next to the Palace nightclub and the Squib pub, going back in the days when I was living there. Anyway, she's getting funny about it, or someone's getting funny about it, and saying that when you're on the medication, there shouldn't be no threats, no problems, no setups, no organised force against you, no suggestions whatsoever, no loud bike issues. So I've got to wait to hear her back, and she's going to sort out a time and phone me back. So yeah, not happy about it. Incidentally, the actual walk down there is mostly black and blue cars and red, white and sick. No hard suggestion as such, lyrical wording or whatever, but about 90% heavy and 90% hard for suggestions of almost every single black and blue car being in that sort of order, and nice shaped or cone shaped to start the day. Wet's flied in my face from coughing. There's nothing I can do about it, and that's something that the claim doesn't occur at all once you take medication. And it's alcohol timed at me. Now a phone rings at me. Radiation sharing. Now there's a sneeze at me and a double sneeze at me. Now the next call. Phone call, I mean. Times as I walk in the music shop, perverted is the first word that comes along into my ears from the music that's playing in here. Shame on you now, it's the next music. Well, I've never raped anyone. The only sex I've had is actually sex sucking the guts in and out of someone who raped me as a child, so I'm not fucking happy about it. I've got to be nailed as a sick cunt. They were doing it yesterday, claiming that I raped Sadie down. They were claiming that I mooned Stephanie Jill, Stephanie Hill. We're set up to say we're ripping your fucking life apart, telling you, me, you're supposed to fancy an old granny on a Zimmer frame. We're taking your life to fucking pieces. We're going to fucking play about with you with poker sticks in a fireplace in your next life, and rip you to fucking pieces and rape your guts in and out of you as a child in your next life. That's the setups of yesterday in Construction Force. And like I said a few minutes ago, that not the social worker, because she's left me now. She's put me onto another organisation, the home treatment team, and those people who deal with medication to hit me off and to medicate me and to give me a taste of my own fucking medicine, are telling me that if you don't take that, but no, basically they're saying you need to take that, and then there won't be a single problem whatsoever. Not a problem, not a sneeze in your face, not a loud bite to erection, not a threat, not a construction force, not the music industry going against you in this way that I'm mentioning now. She said everything would be perfect. I mean, even the psychiatric doctor I had when I was at Burnham-on-Sea agreed that the loud bike issue is not connected to schizophrenia, and also said that the what else is it? Some of the setups that you got photographed are not schizophrenia either, but it's being looked at different today than it was when I was living at Burnham-on-Sea. Happens really quickly. Jumping in with both feet music and How to Have Sex DVD is in a shop, and then a time I look like to someone who sexually abused me as a child, timed to an erection as well. Black timed and blue jumper timed as I come to the end of the area. I just spit talking all over the drink I buy at Costa, so got no choice to put up with that. And there's been a few threats as I walk out of there, and then one person coughing in my face, although I do have a top on the drink. Right, more crooked, 4 times, sneezed out 3 times. I've got to have 4 cell calls in my direction, radiation shown, Zimmer frame time, and 2 threats. Right, the government are making it extremely busy and fucking heavy for setups for everything, and it's not even fucking 10 AM in the fucking morning. Because a car has a catalytic converter on it that smells like vinegar, mixing stainless steel knives against garden cress, except 100 times stronger in the smell, they need to reverse a car at me while trying to drink a drink. Mike is not what it says on that van over there. Mike is my father. They need to get that right as well. Because they're being pathetic, setting up a vehicle that offends my father, so can't say what the name is. While I've got time to do it, I just want to update you on last night. So there's some burning... Fuck's sake. Well, spit talking almost landed in my drink as people passed unexpectedly. Right, so the burning sensation went on for about an hour and 3/4 in total, which is a lot worse than usual. Now, I don't know whether it's caused or whether it's not. But before that, there was eye flickering. So there's like something brushed against, like flour brushed in one eye that occurs every so often, which is very irritating. But I noticed that was occurring before the burning problem that was extremely bad before I was staying at my father's going back along. The next thing I want to mention is there's been a lot of banging in sequence to threats, anything from breaking in to smashing you up to injecting you HIV to knifing you to the floor to bashing your brains out to smashing your head off to injecting you HIV and claiming I'm a child rapist and had sex with Sadie and Stephanie, which is not true. The threats were not just banged, and there was roughly about 300 bangs in total for that evening, usually when Peter neighbour goes in the garden, so it's not being done at any other time. And most threats that were occurring were in a way where it's saying, I'm going to smash him up, or bash him up, bringing that R out in the sentences. And the other thing is the what you call it, ouch and ow being mentioned after the threats being mentioned. So like, go bash him out, he's going to the hospital bed, ow and ouch, you know, that was mentioned as well. So just wanted to sort of clarify the problems last night. In total there's about 100 lower bikes timed to erections, wanking and coming right through that stage, and also every single time going to the toilet. And then obviously you had a few animal sounds. Threats are slightly on the increase outside, and that gives you an update of last night as well. Walking from one area from the church around to the other means being sneezed at 3 times. Now it's happened a 4th time. I don't know if it was a second sneeze or whether it wasn't, but a 4th time going back around to the church after going to the rubbish bin to put my Costa drink in the bin after drinking it. You know, the container. Right, I've been in the church area roughly 10 minutes, and there's been over 200 people past me or going to one direction and the other in the last 10 minutes, which is about, at least twice over to the busiest I've ever known it, if not more. So, just mentioning. I'm struggling like hell to get my say this morning because there's just too many fucking people about. Everybody's listening to what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll have to say it with people about. There's no fucking choice. Well, I just contacted someone regarding the home treatment team and the people that work for that company of helping people with mental disabilities with this medication stuff. The problem is this medication makes me very ill. I nearly died from it once and I collapsed on the floor, but the time that I collapsed was outside Co-op at Barrow, and the 2 people that were giving me threats at the time were thinking I was Savannah and wanted to smash me in, and they were laughing as I was collapsed on the floor because the medication took hold of me in high dosages that were too dangerous for me to take. And then there's also a documentary on the internet, and there's also a commercial disc as well that says Making a Killing, the untold story of psychotropic drugging and stuff like that. And also, not only that, but I was getting like almost heart palpitations, and I thought to myself, I'm getting a taste of my own medicine, alright? They're trying to hit me off. But obviously the doctor's not aware of this. So I told the doctor, and he agreed to drop the amount that he was giving me. And I only take certain amounts, and it makes you feel fat as well, and it's causing me to cough very bad because of the sugar levels. And when you drink alcohol as well, it's not good. because I've mentioned just a couple of problems, which is a loud bike tying to an erection and the burning problem, I haven't mentioned anything else, means that she wants to try and get me injected with a monthly injection of this medication of the highest dosage, which is going to fucking finish me off as a way to get me off, basically. So that's what she's seeing me about today, and also messed up my plans of my initial plan of what I was doing today, so I just wanted to mention it. Right, they're increasing the level of nasty types of people in my direction at the moment, but babies in slings and pushchairs being pushed in my direction by people under the age of 30, just to stir shit, basically, with suggestions to tell me that I'm a sick bastard if I look at anyone at all. Well, I've just been sneezed at a couple of times again, and also there's a blind person that's walking past as well. Luckily that blind person wasn't sneezed at, but that's the next setup. Right, so I've been photographed by a rough person as well. On this corner I've just been coughed at. There's literally just about 2 seconds, if that, from when I last pushed record on there. And a cell call. I didn't manage to get it audio recorded because there's too much action around me and too many things that are going on, vehicle traffic or whatever, noise or whatever. But they only put me in a position of where someone nearly went into jail for a knife attack, having an argument as soon as I walk out the coffee morning that I visited, which I rarely go to. It slammed a car to smash into me as I walk away from almost walking in sick, and I try to avoid it. And then obviously I walk in the other direction, I see a sexual lady aged about 40 with smooth skin, and then 4 cell calls in my direction and 3 people trying to sneeze in my face. I just had to battle past 6 started vehicles with a catalytic converter on it. Right, I'm mistaken as Sven. That's him, he's been fucking smashed out, said, and then 2 more people walked past saying he's going to be fucking knifed and smashed in, fucking child rapist. So there's definitely going on one today. CEX plural to sex t-shirt bag, sorry, and then after that there's a load of Zimmer frames angled and wiggled at me in a suggestive way with seagulls going ha ha ha. Crow says knife you dead, and seagull says child molester Justin. Fire 6 cell calls in my direction, Crow saying being knife dead, beat you up Justin. Yeah, smash him out, come on head case said, and then seagull goes ha ha ha, and Crow goes ha ha ha. The seagull saying go hell Justin. Blind him with a fucking laser, you can see he's a fucking sicko said. Yep, Sven, you fucking sicko, that's his fucking sight gone said. Well, my name's not Sven, but you know, gotta put up with it. Someone nastily says that's Sven, fucking knife attack coming, and a seagull says being beat up, played with Sadie. Ah, ah, ah. Black, red, white, black, red, black, red. Black and blue, grey, white, knife shape, 1940s gun looking, and red sectoral mixed with white on it. As if being sick, someone says, sick, just, dead, just, then goes, in that sort of way. Being knife dead, just, said as well. Sequel says, being beat up, you molested a specific name. It's a name I've never molested. And it's a name I can't say because it would cause offence and trouble. But I can't help what the Creator God's causing the animals to do. Right, the 6th of June 2024 is a sunny day. They forecasted it, but I'm just mentioning it. Right, so it's been about 300 loud bikes times on erection since I've been home. Going back out, knife shape, black and blue, loads of black and blue photographs of me. Another knife shape, another gun shape, 1940s, bullet looking, black sexual car. Where we are at the moment. Absolutely belting fucking setups at me. Oh shit, oh fuck's sake, nearly get hit. Right, so there's been about 40 bikes to get an erection. There's been about 20 sexual cars, a full load of about 400 black and blue cars with a load of other cars. Just literally walking down, it could be record breaking in fact, near enough. There's not record breaking because I know it's been more than that, but it's at the higher end. This is just a matter of just 1 minute. Well, the government are fucking chucking up, just reversing the car at me. Turn my head to avoid being sneezed at, bike smashed into my penis. Loud bike to erection. Another 100 so black and blue cars in a matter of just less than a minute. They're fucking really belting it at me. This is record breaking now, yeah. And that car's just reminding me drain covers being hit over. That's just every drain cover I passed. But that can't be helped. There's just too much action being enforced against me. Right, so I've been to the Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses, and something weird has been going on. So someone's there was a little girl crying aged about 8, so I don't know what was going on there. Also, one of the strict type of people, the more serious types of people there, was basically, if I can be punished by black and blue, capital punishment, sick white and whatever else, because the fucking action's getting heavier and heavier. Take into account it's nearly 9 PM. But anyway, going back to the story that I was mentioning, this chap was saying to another Jehovah's Witness, that chap's really a sick pervert, he's a paedophile. Because I've had a haircut, he's changed his view on me, and saying I don't really like him being there. And however, basically every other person I spoke to, which is nearly all of them, are fine with me. Right, obviously it's nearly empty in here, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. But grey sexual car light on angled at me. Penis shoots up an itchy bumhole to 8 times loud bike. And on top of that, at least another 100 cars in that stupid pattern of black and blue sexual and whatever. Right, 3 cars trying to smash into me, loads of black and blue sick cars, more robbery looking vehicle, a gun shaped looking, very super fast, Rent-A-Kill, a Lauren lookalike in fact, in the tattoo test now.